Hey guys, welcome back to Top 1%. I suppose you know what video this is about. That's right, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the training and diet of Virat Kohli.
Hey, Ben Stokes, what you'll tell about training and diet, man? For training, he'll put helmet, pad, gloves, abdomen guard, bat, everything, and run on treadmill. And for diet, his name is Virat Kohli. He'll eat Kohli, which means chicken. That's all. What else you need to know? Okay, go, don't watch this video and all. Go.
Alright, genius, thank you very much for telling the audience what exactly they shouldn't do. Now, coming back to the video, let me try something different here. Rather than telling you the exact workout routine of Virat Kohli and the exact diet plan that he follows, I'm going to walk you through the timeline of his fitness journey from the time he started his career till today. What changes did he make over the years? How did he start training? How did he start improving his diet? What are the mistakes that he made that you could avoid? And what are the things that he did right which makes him one of the best in the world today? So let's get started with this. It's going to be interesting.
Hey, wait. First subscribe, hit bell icon, and then hit the thumbs up button. No. No need to wait till end of the video. You're too nice. First do it, then watch the video.
We all know that Virat Kohli has been playing at the international level for more than a decade now, but he wasn't always the quality player that he is today. I mean, he was an amazing player. That's the reason he reached that level. He had the skills, he had the talent, but fitness wise, he wasn't quite up there yet.
Just being distracted, just partying, just not that focused, not focusing on my training, my diet, nothing. My graphs just kept going down, and I didn't realize it. I got so carried away just wanting to be around these people and doing, anything just to be socially accepted and, just to be part of groups and wanting to hang out with cool people and stuff like that.
So at one point, he decided to change it up. He decided to get really serious about his fitness and his diet and how it completely turned his game around and made him one of the absolute best in the world. And this is what he had to say about it.
And then I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, you can't look like that if you're an international cricketer. I was like, how the hell are you going to continue like this if you don't take care of yourself? Boom, from next day onwards, I just changed everything about my diet.
So at this point in his career, Virat had absolutely zero knowledge about fitness or nutrition, but in his mind, he was determined. He wanted to make the changes drastically. So he decided to make the changes all by himself without actually consulting a nutrition expert or anybody else. And I know from personal experience, when you try to figure this stuff out on your own, try to learn it all by yourself, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of trial and error. You're bound to make a lot of mistakes. And these are the mistakes that he made.
I kept eating boiled food. I kept eating stuff that had no oil, nothing. I was eating steamed vegetables and I got so thin that I started feeling weak at a point. I got so mad about it, but then I had to strike a right balance, and then my trainer helped me to speak to someone and then get my diet right.
So you see how he talks about eating just healthy foods such as steamed vegetables. First of all, you're gonna be punishing yourself. Eating just that kind of food that is bland, tasteless, and quite honestly, it's gonna starve you to death. And that's exactly what he was experiencing at that point. Eating healthy, being fit, being at the peak of your physical performance, it's not about punishing yourself. It's not about completely avoiding all sorts of food that you think are not healthy. It's about striking the right balance, finding what's optimal for you. There's a lot more that goes into nutrition than just starving yourself or restricting yourself. And after he made those changes the right way, by consulting a nutritionist, he saw drastic changes in his game.
And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, I have so much energy. I can do gym sessions in between. I can do 10 games in such a short span of time, with each game at high intensity. And I never experienced anything like that before. I had no stiffness in my body. I had no niggles. I had no problems in recovering, no stomach issues, nothing at all.
And now here's a small glimpse into the mind of Virat Kohli about why you should be training, focusing on your fitness, and improving your diet. This is what he had to say in an interview.
How it helped me was physically being active and healthy helps you think better, helps you make better decisions. It's not a thing that many people understand, but that's the fact. Why do we train just before we go to the game? Because it releases positive endorphins inside your body. It helps you think better. It helps you feel good about yourself. It helps you feel positive. When you're just lying around, when you're not doing anything, if you're lying around doing nothing, it's an invitation for negativity. It's all you can do is be negative and think about things that are not going well with.
Hey, wait. Cricketers don't need to lift weight and all. If you lift weight, you will become like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Big and muscular like bodybuilder. You just need to lift the cricket bat and play.
No, that is absolutely not true. You think cricketers just have to work on their reflexes, their in-game skills, their techniques, run around a little bit around the wicket and do some conditioning, do some drills and they're done? No, that's not true. Every athlete, no matter who you are, you need to form the foundation of your athleticism by focusing on strength training. That includes Olympic lifts, using a barbell and lifting weights, deadlifts, squats, bench press, whatever it is. You need to work on strengthening your muscles. That's how you really become a complete athlete. By ignoring strength training, you're leaving a lot out on the table. So don't make that mistake. So here's what Virat Kohli actually does. Alright, now I'm going to show you some of the exercises that Virat Kohli likes to do, but I have to warn you, these are exercises that are complex in nature and take lots of practice to perfect. Some of them are Olympic lifts that take years of practice, and even I can't do them properly right now. I highly recommend that you learn these exercises the right way from an expert who knows what they're doing, because otherwise you could get injured seriously. You can see exercises such as deadlifts, front squats, thrusters, snatch, clean, jerk, all Olympic movements that are really hard to do. And these are the exercises that you need to focus on if you really want to get that explosive power. You might have seen some Olympic weightlifters who don't look that big or muscular or strong, but in reality they can lift a lot of weight. And the reason being for that is they have very good movement efficiency and their technique is on point. And that's what translates into athletics as well. And that's the reason Virat Kohli trains like this. Apart from that, there is also sport-specific skills that Virat needs to work on to improve his cricket, and also do some agility drills, conditioning work, high-intensity cardio, stuff like that. All the basics. Now you know what he does. He also does some ab training, which is not something necessarily you need to focus on, because if you get your compound movements right, if you build your strength and foundation with those main movements, your core strength, your abs, all of that is going to take care of yourself. And do remember, abs are built in the kitchen.
Hey bro, I'll tell you how to get abs. You don't need to do diet and all. You just need to do sit-ups, ab crunches, hanging leg raises, ab exercises, that's all. No need diet.
If you want good looking ripped abs, the only way to get that is by focusing on your diet. If you don't lose all of that extra fat by being in a caloric deficit and focusing on the basics, you are not going to get abs. As far as core strength is considered, you're going to build that by your compound exercises and focusing on building your strength. That alone is enough. Now I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. When Virat Kohli first started lifting, his coach made him lift not using weights, not using a barbell even, using a stick. An empty stick, what does it even weigh? 0. And when an international athlete is willing to drop his ego on the floor and start learning the exercise techniques and perfecting them properly before even doing the exercise, what's your problem? The reason you need to drop the weights is because if you don't get the technique right, you're bound to get injured. You know how many people I see that are ego lifting way more than they can handle before they even get the technique right. That's a recipe for disaster.
So this is what comes with it. If you don't learn the technique, if you want to jump into it right now, you'll snap a muscle and then you'll be out for a long time. The stick is so light, it's annoying after a while to just keep going on with the stick because you feel like you just want to do something in the gym. But he said, trust me, the day I tell you to lift, you'll see the difference. So I did it for a month and a half.
It was in 2012, after the IPL that year, that Virat started focusing on his training and his diet. Over the next 6 years, he trained as hard as he possibly could. He focused on his diet, his workouts, everything to be the best that he could possibly be. And by 2018, he was named one of the top 10 athletes in the world. That's a huge prestige to have. And coming to his diet until then, this is what he ate on a typical day.
ब्रेकफास्ट सर हमारा सेट है.
हाँ जी.
ऑमलेट खाता हूँ मैं. 3 egg whites, 1 whole egg, spinach, black pepper, cheese, some grilled bacon or smoked salmon along with it. Papaya खाता हूँ. Dragon fruit if available, watermelon. Eat decent amount of cheese for good fats.
Yeah.
And then after that I carry my own nut butters. And then I use gluten-free bread in the hotel.
Yeah.
उसमें लगा के खाता हूँ. And then a nice big pot of green tea with lemon. उसके 3-4 कप होते हैं.
अच्छा, और lunch, dinner is all grilled chicken, grilled fish.
Yeah. When our trainer Mr. Basu tells me to put on a bit of muscle, then I increase red meat. नहीं तो generally दोपहर में grilled chicken, mashed potatoes, spinach, veggies and रात में seafood.
And in 2018, during India's tour of England, Virat Kohli had an injury that forced him to take a step back, evaluate what he's doing wrong, and That's also what happened to change his diet from being a meat eater to veganism. That is, cut out meat, cut out dairy, pure plant-based foods alone. And this is what happened.
A cervical spine issue. One of the discs in my cervical spine, they bulged out and it compressed a nerve which was running straight till the little finger of my right hand. So it gave me a tingling sensation. I could barely feel my little finger on the right hand. Wow. I couldn't sleep at night. Yeah, it was hurting like mad. I couldn't sleep at night. And then I got my test done, and my stomach was too acidic. So my body was creating too much uric acid. My body was too acidic. So what was happening was, even though I was taking calcium, magnesium, everything, one tablet was not sufficient for my body to function properly. So my stomach started pulling calcium from my bones, and my bones got weaker. And that's why I got this issue. So that's why I stopped eating meat completely in the middle of the England tour to cut down that uric acid and the acidity in my body. And then I've never felt better in my life, to be honest. I felt amazing. It's almost been 2 years now, and it's the best decision I've taken in my life. Really?
That's right. He had to cut out meat and turn towards veganism, and of course it worked out for him. That was the right decision for him to make. No questions about it, no arguments there. And here's what happened from what I think. There could be other health complications that he went through, but I feel he was eating way too much meat. People say protein, you gotta eat too much of it. You need protein to build muscle, to be fit, to be healthy. No, eat protein in moderation. Not too little, not too more. And honestly, most people are not eating enough protein. So if you're not eating enough protein, you need to focus on that. But Virat Kohli is not a strength athlete. He's not a power athlete. He's not somebody that has to make a career on lifting super heavy weights or being crazy strong. He needs to be balanced. He needs to be agile. He needs to be athletic. He needs to run fast. He needs to work on his reflexes. You get that, right? Cricket is not a sport that requires too much emphasis on strength. It's an endurance sport. So for an endurance athlete, you do not need as much protein as what he was eating. But still, veganism, it worked out for him.
Hey, what is all this vegan diet? No. Don't follow vegan diet. Your name is Virat Kohli. You should eat Kohli. Meat you need. You need meat for protein. Protein for muscle building. Protein for strength. Protein for fitness. Protein for health. Protein. You need protein.
Come on, man. You can't really be that stupid. Guys, people who say veganism can never work. You have to eat meat. You have to eat protein. That's not true. It simply is not true. It's a personal choice. I'm not saying veganism is the way to go or purely eating meat is the way to go. It's personal preference. What works for you, works for you. I made a video in the past about veganism versus eating meat, and I talked about the Game Changers documentary. The reason I'm talking about this documentary is because Virat Kohli had put out a tweet in support of this documentary. So I suggest you watch this video because that documentary is complete bullshit. It's absolute garbage, man. I mean, I don't have a problem with veganism. Let me tell you that first of all. Alright? But the way they talk about veganism and try to push the idea of how veganism is completely superior to eating meat or eating animal-based products, that's just wrong. It's not true. It comes down to personal preference and convenience. And whatever works for you, you go for that. And I highly recommend you watch this video. So the bottom line is, you don't need to follow vegan diet. You need to understand that Virat Kohli takes supplements. He probably has somebody that cooks food for him, somebody that keeps his diet on track, keeps it perfect. But for an ordinary person like me and you, veganism, it's not really sustainable. There is a risk of missing out on important nutrients, and when you're not eating any sort of animal source of protein, you're missing out on a lot. Why not take the benefits of both animal sources and plant sources? But then again, it comes down to your personal preference and what suits your lifestyle and your goals. So be smart about it. Visualization, a very powerful tool that some of the most elite level athletes all over the world used to be the best at what they do.
Wait, this is visualization. Chain Kuli ki main Kuli 6. That's how you do it.
Conor McGregor has talked about it, and now here's what Virat Kohli has to say about it.
When I train in the gym, when I'm practicing, regularly there are visuals running in my head, me dominating that bowler. When I train, I have music on, I'm putting myself in a situation where that guy is bringing the heat onto me and I'm countering that, and that becomes such a reality in your head. And invariably, when I went into that situation, I ended up dominating that guy in their own home conditions. You can't just land in a place and say, I'll see what happens. That way, your chances of succeeding become very low.
And here's what he had to say when asked about what equipments and machines he had at his home gym.
A few machines that have come in new, a lifting platform for sure, which I've been using for a while now. A few machines which are specific, a glute ham machine which works on your hamstrings really well, a couple of other machines which work on your calf muscles, and then a lot of different things which, like I'm getting the new treadmills which give you resistance training and the ability to sprint within your house, the impact that you have on a field.
And lastly, before I end this video, I want to talk about training specificity. What does that mean? Each person has different goals and different requirements. So your training program has to be based around that. Virat Kohli doesn't really need to build big bulgy muscles like a bodybuilder, or he doesn't need to lift the heaviest possible weight like a strongman or a powerlifter. He just needs to be fast, agile, powerful and athletic overall, whatever suits his sport of cricket. And his training is going to be based on that. So that's the way he trains, and that's the way I suggest you train as well. From the exercise that I just showed you, the way he eats, his mindset, all of that, hopefully that could give you a little bit of insight on how one of the best cricketers in the world trains. If you want to be a cricketer, or you just want to improve your fitness and you aspire to be like him in some way, this video might have helped you in some way. And that's it for today's video. I hope this was a lot of value. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Share this video to all those people who like cricket, which is every single person in India, and also some people in England, Australia, Pakistan, a few other countries here and there. So do share this video to all those people and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon. Come on guys, you gotta subscribe if you want to see the videos. And until next time, take care, stay hungry.